On to question 8, it says a computer shop assembles desktop computers using items bought from several suppliers. A text file stock.txt contains information about each item. Information for each item is stored as a single line in the stock.txt file in the following format. Okay, so we have item num, which is 4 numeric characters. For example, well, yeah, sort of 0001 to 5999, right, and this range is inclusive. Then we have the supply code, which is 3 alphabetic characters. Then we have the description, which is a string and a minimum of 12 characters. It says the file is organized in ascending order of item num and does not contain all possible values in the range. Right, then we have, well, this change supplier, which, well, this is what we need to create. It's called with two parameters, code1 and code2 of type string that represent valid supplier codes. We then want to create a file, new file, right, new stock.txt from the contents of file stock.txt, where any reference to code 1 is replaced by code 2, and also return a count of the number of items that have had their supplier code changed. Right, so if we just go here, and again, if you want this starter code, the starter code just being, this stock.txt file, just go to the exam questions, choose the correct paper, right, the correct year, the correct paper, and yeah, you can find this example stock.txt. And if we just look at it, well, we can see here, right, this one just has the supply code AAA, right, then 3 Bs, and then I guess 3 Cs. Right, so we just got 3 different suppliers here. And let's say in our example, we want to replace this 3 As with, 3 Ds or something. Okay, so yeah, let's just go ahead and start trying to code this. So we'll go procedure, change supplier. Right, this takes, code 1, code 2, and they're both going to be type string. If we look here at the sort of variables we need, one will be the count, right, but we'll also need a reference, to the file name. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put these as constants, and let's say maybe like old file. So the old file will just be stock.txt, right, and then let's just go constant and we'll go new file, and this here will just be new stock. Okay, yeah, new stock.txt. Yeah, okay, right, yeah. Alright, and then, so here then we also just want the count, right, this is the count of the number of, the number of supplier codes we've changed. Let's just call it count, I think that's fine. Right, and then if we're reading a file, then we're also going to need a line variable. And yeah, I think what we're probably also going to want is, well, the way we can replace this is basically we get the left part. So the left part is the item ID. Right, then, then of course we need to extract this, right, the supplier code. Then we also want the description. And if it's different, then what we would do is, well, we would then concatenate a new string, and that would, okay, yeah, that's kind of annoying. Right, so we would then concatenate a new string, and yeah, that would be made up of the item ID, right? Then of course it's going to be, well, the new, this code 2, and then of course it's going to be the old description, right? So we probably also want these. So let's go item ID. Let's say maybe old. Yeah, okay, so we'll go old code. Yeah, but okay, this is the old code we're reading from the file. Let's say, or maybe like supplier code from file. That's kind of quite a long variable name, but I think it's okay. And let's just say, description. Right, and hopefully that's enough. If there's any more variables, well, let's just add them later. Right, so the first one then, I think what we can do, let's just go ahead and open both of the files. So the first one is just going to be the old file, and then here, well, this is for read. Right, then we just want to open the new file, and well, this will be for write. Yeah, okay. And then I guess what we can do, let's just loop. So we want while, and then this will be, well, while not end of file. Right, this is again just going to loop through all of the lines in the file. Right, this will then be old file, and again this do is optional. Right, let's just close the while loop. And then what we will do, yeah, let's just read file, and we'll read the read the old file. Okay, and then well, we'll store this in line here. And then I suppose what we want, we just want to check, yeah, if these 3 characters are equal to the old code. All right, so let's go here. Or yeah, we could actually assign this if we want. Let's say this is the supply code from file, and that's going to be mid. Right, then so yeah, line is the current line that we've read. Now, if we look here, okay, well, the first 4 characters are the kind of item ID. So this means we want to start at character 5, and then we want to get 3 characters. Right, this should get the supply code. So here we'll just go if, and we will say if the supply code from file, right, is equal to code 1. So yeah, this is the one, well, the old one that we're replacing. Right, then what we want to do, I guess then we just need to extract each part of the string individually. So the item ID, well, here, you know, we can just use left, right, and then this one's actually quite easy. So yeah, this is going to be line, and this will be the 4 leftmost characters. I mean, well, the new code we've got, right, is this parameter here, and then we just need the description. Now, the description, we could do it using mid, because I guess what we would say is, well, we would start here from character 8, right, this SSD, this would be character 8, and then, well, the amount of characters would just be the length minus 7. So yeah, we could do it like that, I think. Okay, so start from character 8, and then the number of characters is, well, length minus 7. And the reason it's minus 7 is because, well, yeah, the first 7 characters are, you know, the other things. I guess we can also do it using right. And yeah, so let's try using right. So we want the line. And then, well, the number of characters, again, I mean, that should also just be the same, I think. So yeah, if we go length of line and then just minus 7, yeah, hopefully that's correct. And then, right, so let's think about what we want to do here. I guess we can, I mean, we could create another string which will be kind of like the new line. Although, yeah, we don't actually have to, because I guess we can just go like this. Right, so let's go write file, and we will go new file. And then the thing we want to write is going to be the item ID. Right, then, well, right, so just concatenate the string. Right, then we want code 2. And yeah, let me just move this across, make it bigger. Right, and well, then we just want the description. And yeah, I think that's okay. And then here we need to think, well, this is, yeah, this is if it is, you know, the kind of code we want to replace. But if it's not the code we want to replace, well, then we just want to keep the original line. So here we do actually need an else, and then we're just going to go, well, write file. Again, we're also writing to the new file. And then, well, here we can just write the original line, okay, because, you know, nothing changes. Right, then let's just go end if. Yeah, then we've got end while. And I mean, hopefully this will work. So let's go close file. Right, so close the old file. Then let's close the new file. And yeah, let's go end procedure. Right, and I guess, yeah, then we'll just call it, right, so to see if this works. Right, let's say we want to replace AAA. I mean, maybe let's go like, yeah, 3Z, so I make it easy to see. Okay, so it seems as though that's worked. Yeah, because, I mean, so if we look, stock TXT is the original, that's fine, unchanged. Then we've got the new stock, and again we see, yeah, 3Zs, 3Zs, 3Zs. Okay, so that's fine, although I have realised looking at this, we do also want a count of the number of items. And that's why it's good, you know, once you've actually done the question, well, make sure to reread it, you know, just make sure you've got everything. So here then, right, let's just go, maybe we can go here. Right, we'll just want to assign this count to 0. And in fact, right, yeah, this is not going to be a procedure. Right, this is going to be a function. Okay. Right, and then, so yeah, let's assign this to 0 at the start. And then here, well, let's just go count. Let's go, yeah, count plus 1. And then, well, here we'll then just return the count. Alright, and then, well, here let's just go output instead. And yeah, let's run it again. Okay, and yeah, let's make this end function. Alright, so yeah, that says 3, which I guess, I mean, let's just check this. So yeah, here is 1, right, here is 2, and yeah, here is 3. Right, guys, so I guess we're after sort of, you know, forgetting to do this thing, now it seems to work, and hopefully all of this makes sense. Part B says a new module is required called report1. It takes a parameter of type string that represents a supply code. It then searches stock.txt for each line of item that contains the given supply code. It then produces a formatted report of items for the given supply code. For example, the supply DRG, the output, well, we have report, right, then we have the supply code, right, then we just have these two columns, right, so item and then kind of space, then description, and of course, well, each item, each description, and then just a count of the number of items listed. Right, so let's have a go at this, and actually, I mean, this is really similar to the last question, in terms of, again, well, we need to, extract the item ID, we need to extract the description, we need to count how many matched this supply code. So, I mean, it's quite similar, to be honest. And it's sort of strange that Cambridge have, questions that are so similar. Right, okay, so, this is called report 1. Right, I mean, let's call it a supply code. And that's going to be a string. Okay, let's just go end procedure. And again, I mean, let's just think, same as we had before. I mean, we could go here, let's go constant file name, and this will just be stock.txt. Right, the next one, let's just declare a line, and let's also declare an item ID. Right, we'll also declare description. And okay, I mean, let's say that's fine for strings probably. We'll also declare a count, right, that'll be an integer. And I'm actually going to declare another constant, let's call it spacing. And for example here, maybe, I don't know, maybe let's have 5 or 6 spaces, right, just like that. Because they have these spaces between the item and description, and also between here like this. Although I guess we don't really need the spacing. Okay, so maybe that's everything we need. And again, I'm going to leave myself space just in case I forgot something. So let's say the first one then, we just want to go open file, and this will be the file name. Again, this will be for read. Right, let's just go, while not end of file. This will be the file name. Right, let's have do. And right, I mean, so here then we want to check, again, that, these 3 characters are equal to the supply code. So let's go if, and we will say, in fact, first of all, let's read the line. All right, so we'll go read file, we'll read the, this file, and we'll store this in line. Okay, then I think we can have the if. And I mean, we can also just make sure to initialize this count as well. Right, so here we'll go, maybe let's say if supply code is equal to mid, right, this will be the line. Again, the starting position is going to be 5, right, starting index is 5, and then we want 3 characters. And, well, if it is, then let's think about what we want to do. So, I mean, here then, I guess here we're just going to want to output. And we can also just output this before if we want. So let's go output, we will say the report for supplier. And then, then let's just have the supplier code. Right, then I think we just want, let's go item. I'm then just going to go, spacing. Alright, and then I guess here we can just go description. Right, and then in here, I suppose what we just want to output the, I guess these 4 leftmost characters. So I mean, here we actually don't really need a variable, we can just directly output them. Right, let's go line, and this will be the 4 leftmost characters. Alright, then let's go spacing, because this all has to be on one line. Alright, so we can't have multiple output statements. It kind of all has to be together. Right, and then and so obviously here, if you want, you could assign this to a variable. Alright, so I mean, let's just do that, because I think Cambridge, they probably would want you to do that, really. Right, so that's going to be item ID. And then here, let's go description, and like we did before, this can just be right. And then this is going to be line, and what we said, this is the length of line. And then I guess just -7, because again, the first 7 characters are, not the description, and yet everything else will be the description. Okay, let's just go description like that. Yeah, so I think that should be okay. And then we just want to increment this count. So let's just go count, and then well, count plus 1. Right, let's go end if. Yeah, let's go end while. Right, we'll make sure to close the file. So that'll be file name, and then well here let's just output. And yeah, number of items. So let's say number of items, and is that capital? No. Right, yeah, let's go number of items listed, and then what this will just be the count. Right, I mean, so yeah, let's hope that works. And again, well, let's just call it just to test it. Obviously in the exam you don't need to call it. Okay, let's say AAA, and this should have 3 products. Okay, so let's make this bigger. Right, report for supply. Yeah, we got the item ID, SSD. That's correct. Yeah, this seems correct. And again, yeah, number of items is correct. Right, guys. So hopefully this makes sense. And well, as always, any questions, ask on Discord. Ask in the comments. And yeah, either me or someone else will answer. All right. So hope to see you in the next video.